What is going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For all the day one subscribers, welcome back. Thanks for your support and tuning in. For everybody new to the fam, welcome. Be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a video. Let's get right into the story. Family. It's a blessing to have people in your corner with your same bloodline, or even if you have people who love you that's not your blood, that still can be considered family. In any relationships, it's ups and downs, and sometimes tough love is necessary, especially when you are a parent and have kids to discipline and raise to be decent people. But of course, at a young age, children don't understand why we do or say some things as adults and parents. And sometimes it becomes friction to the point some parents and their children become almost enemies. We all have been on the tip growing up, like parents just don't understand. Some people choose to be their kids' friends, and others refuse to bow down and let their children do whatever. It's no handbook to life or raising a family, and we all make mistakes. And as the father of 2 teenage girls, 14 and 18, I can honestly say, y'all pray for me, because it's not easy if you are really involved. It's a lot of growing pains on both ends, but unfortunately, some teens feel like their families are against them, and that leads to them doing crazy actions and things like that. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we will be taking it to Indianapolis, Indiana to discuss a case of a young man accused of hitting members of his family over a dispute with his father. According to sources, back in 2021, a young man named Raymond Childs III was 17 years old and came from a big and loving family, a lot of siblings, and both his parents in the house. Raymond was an aspiring rapper, and just like most teens, was focused on his social life and had a girlfriend who he kicked it with a lot of the times. Allegedly, on January 24th, 2021, at the family's home, at the time was Raymond's mother, 42-year-old Kezzy Childs, his father, 42-year-old Raymond Childs, his older brother, 18-year-old Elijah's pregnant girlfriend, 19-year-old Kiara Hawkins, Raymond's 13-year-old little sister, Rita, and his 15-year-old little brother, Xavier. Allegedly that evening, Raymond decided to leave home to go to his girlfriend's house without his parents' permission and had plans to stay the night. When he received a call from his father stating you need to come home right now because you was not told you could stay out. Like most teens, Raymond was frustrated and a little embarrassed being put on the spot in front of his girl, but the young man headed home. As he got to the house, his father let the young man know he was in trouble and would be punished for leaving home without permission. Not long after, according to sources, Raymond grabbed a Draco and handgun and decided he would take out everybody in the home. Xavier, the younger brother, was asked by his father to go get him some water. As the young man filled up the water bottle in the bathroom, he heard 2 gunshots go off and his little sister screaming. Raymond shot Elijah. That's what Rita said, before the young man heard 6 or 7 more shots. He said he heard his father say, "I love you, Raymond, and I'm sorry," before hearing more shots go off. Xavier waited until the shooting stopped, then attempted to run out the home, but Raymond heard the door and ran behind his little brother. As Xavier realized he was about to be caught, he turned around and pleaded with his big brother, "Please don't kill me." As the 15-year-old told Raymond, "I got $40 you can have," before more shots went off, hitting Xavier in his arm and leg. Before neighbors heard the shots and Raymond took off running. Xavier got up enough strength to call police about 4 o'clock a.m. and stated, "He killed my whole family." IMPD responded to the call and headed to the 3300 block of East 36th Street. When they arrived, authorities found 15-year-old Xavier suffering from multiple gunshot wounds on the front porch of his home. He stated, when asked about his parents, "I think they did not survive," before being rushed into surgery. The young man told police about the situation between his big brother and his father. Police went inside the home to find 5 victims. Members of the family, the mother, big brother, little sister, and dad, all unfortunately already gone at the scene. Kiara Hawkins, Elijah, the older brother's child mother, was rushed to a local hospital in attempts to save her and the baby. She was set to give birth to a baby boy the following week, but unfortunately, Kiara or the baby would not survive. As police talked to neighbors, they stated the family's white Chrysler was missing, and also 17-year-old Raymond. 7.62 bullets were found at the scene, and blood-soaked money. Allegedly, according to Raymond's girlfriend, the young man pulled up to her home in the early morning hours with bags of his clothes in a white Chrysler she never saw before, and told her his father had put him out. About 30 minutes after Raymond arrived, the young lady got an alert on her phone about multiple people shot on 36th Street and Adams Street, right by Raymond's house. She asked him, did he know what happened? In which the young man stated, no, he did not. She advised they should go by the neighborhood to make sure his peoples was good. The young man was nervous, but agreed. And as they got to the scene and saw what was going on, according to her, Raymond started to act like a clown, being super extra, crying and screaming, but it didn't seem genuine. Some family members came to town to see what exactly had happened. As they talked to Raymond, they noticed he was carrying his father's Draco. They took the gun from the young man and gave it to the police. A search warrant was then set for the girlfriend's vehicle, in which investigators found the clip wrapped in clothes with 30 rounds of 7.62 bullets. Xavier, the younger brother and only survivor, was able to let them know his own big brother did that to his family, as the situation became known as the worst mass hit in the state in 10 years. The next day, Raymond was picked up by police at a family member's home and charged as an adult with 6 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted murder, and gun violations. Being that he was only 17, he can't face the death penalty, but still faces life in prison. Police and local community leaders spoke out about the situation, even going to Raymond's music videos in the family's home, showing him holding blicks and rapping about emptying clips. As of now, the young man still has not made it to trial and is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Kezzy, Raymond, Elijah, Rita, Kiara, and the baby. I couldn't imagine, as a father, watching my own child pull the trigger on me when all I'm trying to do is discipline them. I know as teenagers or kids, y'all feel like parents don't understand. But look at it like this. It's the person that gave you life, takes care of you, provides shelter, clothes, and food. Real parents are not your friends, and y'all are not on the same level. Your parent can't disrespect you as a teenager by doing what they are supposed to do, setting rules, so you won't go out here and feel entitled like you run the world and everything in it. I send my prayers and deepest condolences to the surviving family members, especially Xavier. I couldn't imagine how that traumatized Shorty, and he has to replay that moment in his head every time he thinks about his family. I hope he finds strength and peace and heals eventually. So remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, this is a crazy story, man. I ain't gonna lie, this kind of hit a little different for me, you feel me? Having teenagers myself and knowing how I get, sometimes, like I said, the arguments get crazy, it get heated because you're trying to keep them on the right track. But man, allegedly, Raymond the third, he felt like, I guess his family was in the way of something. I don't know why Shorty got that mad. Sometimes it be ongoing disputes with the family, but he grabbed 2 blicks, a Draco, an automatic rifle, and a handgun, and allegedly just opened fire on his own family. And what hit me the most, even after he allegedly shot his father, he said, "I'm sorry, and I love you, son," before passing away, man. Crazy story. Like I said, man, Shorty is innocent, and to prove otherwise, he hasn't received any time. The case haven't made it to trial. He was 17 when it happened, but they charged him as an adult, of course, because all the people that lost their life. And then his brother, girlfriend, Kiara, she was pregnant due to give birth a week later, you feel what I'm saying? Like before she got hit. And it's crazy because the baby was full term and the baby lost his life too. It supposed to have been a little boy. And that's why he was charged with 6 counts. You feel me? Crazy situation, man. Let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments. Definitely. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This your boy Tony 2 times. This another episode of Hood Tales. I'm out.